Why is change often perceived as a threat rather than an opportunity, especially within religious institutions? This question resonates through time and space, echoing within the hallowed halls of every religious establishment. The reasons behind this resistance to change are as varied as they are complex. For some, it's a matter of upholding traditions, preserving the sanctity of the faith, and maintaining a sense of stability and continuity. For others, it's about fear of the unknown, a reluctance to challenge established norms, or a perceived threat to their identity and beliefs. This resistance can become a force field, an invisible barrier that shields the institution from the winds of change. Yet every so often, a voice rises above the chorus, daring to challenge the status quo and calling for change. One such voice within the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is that of Gordon Monson. A member of the LDS Church, Monson has sparked a conversation by proposing a series of changes aimed at improving the church and its practices. His bold vision has stirred the pot, prompting both support and criticism within the church. Now let's delve into a specific case, the changes proposed by LDS Church member Gordon Monson. Gordon Monson, a columnist for the Salt Lake Tribune, has suggested a list of 20 changes to improve the LDS Church. Among his key proposals, Monson calls for an alteration of the missionary program. He believes this will not only refresh the traditional methods, but also bring about a more engaging and effective approach to spreading the church's message. Monson also advocates for an improved treatment of women within the LDS Church. He envisions a church where women are equally represented, respected, and valued, a step that would undeniably foster a more balanced and harmonious faith community. Moreover, he pushes for the promotion of a more accepting and less judgmental culture within the church. In his view, love and acceptance should be at the heart of the LDS Church, reflecting the core teachings of the faith. Monson's more controversial suggestions include making adherence to the word of wisdom optional. This would allow members to exercise their personal discretion and judgment on matters of health and diet, and could potentially attract those who may feel constrained by the current guidelines. He also proposes a reduction in the tithing requirement, a move that could ease the financial burden on members, making the church more accessible to those of all economic backgrounds. Furthermore, he suggests a revision of the doctrine of eternal kingdoms of glory. This would entail a significant reinterpretation of LDS scripture and a rethinking of deeply entrenched beliefs about the afterlife. Finally, Monson believes the LDS Church should issue apologies for past wrongs related to racism, sexism, and homophobia. This act of humility and contrition, he suggests, would demonstrate the Church's commitment to growth, learning, and improvement. These proposals, while potentially beneficial, would necessitate significant shifts in LDS doctrine and practices. Monson's proposed changes are undeniably bold and thought-provoking. He proposes a deep dive into the fundamentals of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, challenging norms and practices that have been in place for centuries. His wish list is comprehensive, touching on vital aspects of the church, such as the missionary program, treatment of women, and the overall culture within the church. Monson's proposals also delve into more sensitive areas, questioning adherence to the word of wisdom and the tithing requirement, suggesting a possible revision in the doctrine of eternal kingdoms of glory. These are substantial shifts that would necessitate a profound re-evaluation of LDS scripture. Moreover, he advocates for the church to acknowledge and apologize for past wrongs concerning racism, sexism, and homophobia, a step that could pave the way for healing and reconciliation. However, the LDS leadership's historical resistance to issuing apologies may make this a difficult proposition. Whether these changes will be embraced or resisted, only time will tell. But one thing is clear: every religious institution, including the LDS Church, must continually examine its practices and beliefs in the light of progress in humanity.
What can we do to fix it?